myself dreaming it's over and gone, like a scene from a movie that
Hello everyone, I do apologise I didn't do Thursday's vlog, which was yesterday, because this will be Thursday's vlog for you guys, and I do apologise if it is long, because there is a lot of information I need to tell you, so sorry if it is long, and please don't complain if it's long, because I'm only letting you know the up-to-date stuff that you like to hear. So please don't complain, because if there is a lot of information to update you with, then I do try and update you with everything. So yeah, and I can't help how long it is. It's just, if there's a lot of information to tell you, I will tell you everything, and yeah, so I will tell you everything. So yeah, I just apologise in advance if it is quite long, because like I said, there is a whole lot of information I need to tell you. So I'm going to start from the time I woke up till last night, till the time I went to sleep last night. So yeah, I ended up not having a good night, which means I ended up getting up at 7, because my gallbladder has been playing up really bad for the past 2 weeks, and it got worse yet overnight yesterday. So yeah, and about 9 o'clock, like I tried to eat some breakfast because I was a bit hungry, but I didn't, and then when I ate it, I only ate a tiny bit. So, but then around 9 o'clock I found the doctors to get in at the doctors to check what's wrong with my gallbladder. But yeah, so yeah, but so yeah, I got in for about 11 o'clock. I then just sat on the settee for a couple of hours, like, and watched a bit of TV, and then then my mum got my dad up to take 11 o'clock morning. So yeah, and my dad got up, he got all ready and everything, and then he came down and we went out for about 10:30, 20 to 11, and then we got there for about 10 to 11, and me and my mum went into the waiting room, and I was in agony by that time, and then I went in, I got called in to see the doctor, and the doctor said, like, I told the doctor what was wrong, and she took everything, like she said, if it's not an infection, we'll have to sort you out with painkillers. But then she checked my temperature and everything, and it was high, like it was 38. It was 38, which was very high. And then she checked my stomach, and because I was in so much pain in my stomach, because I was in so much pain in my stomach, she said she's gonna send me to hospital. She found like the hospital like Heartlands, and she came out and said I'll receive a phone call to tell me where I'm going, and then she gave me a letter as well, and I got the phone call and said I need to go to A&E, but then the paper said SAU, I then got into the car, I walked to the car and got in, and then my mum and we had to just pop to somewhere, and then we went, and then I got dropped off at Heartlands. I went to A&E, but then the nurses and that said, because it says SAU, I've got to go there. So I walked over to SAU and I went in, and they said I needed to wait in the waiting room. And it was quite busy at this time, like really busy, like the waiting room was full. So then about half an hour later, I got called by a nurse. I had my blood pressure done and everything, and told them what's happened. Then I just got called in. Oh, and then I had some blood taken, and then I then waited in the waiting room again, and I waited in the waiting room. I got there about 2-3 o'clock, and then it was about 4-5 o'clock when I seen a doctor.
You left the doctors. You got there about 1 o'clock.
I said 1 o'clock.
You didn't. You said about 3 o'clock. You said you got there.
I said 2. So and it was like a doctor who takes your history and that. So I went into the room and stuff, told her what's happened and everything, and told her what's happened. She took my history and my meds and everything down, and then she checked my stomach and everything, and it was quite painful at this time, and she said it could be an infection because of the high temperature, but we gotta wait on the bloods and that, and then she'll come back with her registrar. So then I got put back into the waiting room. Then about 6 o'clock I got called back in. No, 6, half 6, I got called back in, and then because the blood results were back, and then the registrar came in with the doctor, and then he asked me all sorts of what was wrong and everything, and I told him, and I said that I had the gallbladder not working properly, but they were a little concerned it could be an infection. So yeah, and he checked me all over, and he said because it's quite painful, and it's like really painful, and the inflammation markers weren't that raised. He said the blood results were normal, but then he said he wants to send me for an ultrasound scan to just check of the inflammation of the the inflammation of the gallbladder, and then the inflammation of the gallbladder or gallstones, because it could pick up gallstones. So yeah, he's not said it could be gallstones, he just mainly thinks it could be an infection or inflammation. So yeah, so he said, do you want to stop in hospital overnight or do you want to go home? And I said if I stop in overnight, I get really anxious because of the meds. I get like really anxious, and then I end up discharging myself because the meds aren't on time and stuff. So yeah, and
Just leave him till
just leave him.
leave him till they come.
Okay.
Dad, I am filming here.
What harm are they doing there till they come?
No.
So sorry about that, guys. My dad just loves winding up. So yeah, so he said himself that it's better in your own environment, because if you get stressed it can make it worse. So yes, he sent me home, like I got this, not discharged, but I got, like I came home with a letter saying the time I gotta come back, which is 9. And yeah, which is 9. And then I came home and my mum and dad picked me up, and then we came back home, and I then had like some food and that, because I'm not allowed to eat at 3 o'clock after 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, and I just basically went to sleep then. So yeah, because it was about 9 o'clock when I went to sleep.
Yes, after the last day's dinner, yeah.
It was about 9 o'clock when I went to sleep. So yes, that's everything that I need to tell you about yesterday. So yeah, I will. So that's everything. The question of the day is, have you ever had gallbladder pain or kidney pain or any sort of abdominal pain that causes you to go to hospital, that causes you to go to your doctors and your doctors to admit you to hospital? If so, what pain did you have, and what was the cause, and did you have to stop in hospital to get sorted, or yeah, So yeah, comment that down below, and I will see you in the next vlog right after this.
Finish now.
I can